Hello! Time to implement the next function. It should just be a matter of looping over the rows and columns, and we have done that before. So let's just get to it. First of all, we get a world as a parameter, and we need to create a new world to fill with the next generation of our old world. So let's do that. Next equals new, and for x we take the length len of w, and for y we take the length of the first row of the old world. This is a potential catastrophe, I would say, because we haven't, it is an edge case. We could probably solve it by making sure that we actually create a world that is at least 1 by 1. If we create maybe this make function crashes the program, we will have to test that. I'm gonna write that down. Test new 0. Let's remember that. Okay, let's say everything went well, and now we just do some for looping. X and row of the old world, range w, for y col of that the current old world row. And now we maybe it's too much at one time, just jumping into these blocks. Maybe we should test more simple structures at first. One cell with one neighbor, for example. Nah, let's try this. Okay, so the new world next at position, let's just say, okay, let's say neighbors, or we can just call it n equals neighbors of the old world at position x, y. So that will get the number of neighbors. Maybe we should actually check do this for the new world, and then just depending on what this is, we just write to this variable. Okay, so if no, we will probably have, let's use the old world because we have to look at that anyway. Okay, if call the current cell, if call call is greater than 0, if it in the old world was alive, we consider these cases, otherwise we consider this case. Live, dead. I'm doing it like this now. If call, if it is dead and n equals 3. Any dead cell with exactly 3 live neighbors becomes a live cell, as if by reproduction. If this is the case, next x, y should be set to 1. It becomes alive. Otherwise, maybe we should switch it up a bit. Switch. And we are looking at call. No, we are looking at n. Just kidding. If I'm actually not too sure about the switch statement. Switch. Oh, maybe we just... I got confused. I'll just do it like that, I think. It's therefore possible and idiomatic to write an if-else chain as a switch. Okay. I suppose this is the go way. Okay. If n is less than 2, there are less than 2 alive neighbors. Less than 2. Then the cell should die. Next, x, y equals 0. Actually, we could just skip that altogether because it's initialized to 0. But now we've written it, so let's just keep it. Case. Next case, 2 or 3. equals 2 or n equals 3. Next, then it should just stay the same. Next, x, y. In this case, the cell col is 1. We could merge this case with the birth or the reproduction case, I suppose. No, never mind. We'll just do it like this. It's probably more straightforward, more clear. And case n, if it is more than 3, it will die. Next, x, y equals 0. These cases are, once again, these cases are I suppose they are pretty in the sense that they line up, they keep the 1-to-1 ratio with the rules here, but we could probably get this down to less cases just by putting some of these conditions on the same line. Let's see if I forgot something. Go test. Case number 2. Oh, we have to return the new world. Okie dokie. So should we make this we could make this more dense, or we could just keep it as it is. I think I will have to think that through. Alright, we should add a test for using the new function with zeros. That should not be allowed. Let's add that here. 0, 0. Now what should that equal to? Maybe that should also result in a 1-by-1 world. Index out of range. New. How is that done? I don't remember. Golang errors. New. Just error. Okay. Like that. Unexpected comma. Multiple return types need surrounding parentheses, I believe. Down here everything worked fine, so we return the world and nil for the error. If x equals 0 or y equals 0, then return nil. Maybe we should return nil and errors dot new with text x or y was 0. X and y must be greater than 0. X equals %d, y equals %d, x, y. Too many arguments. Oh. Let's just do it like that. And it needs to be handled down here. Test new. Then if error does not equal nil, t capital maybe this should let's see here. If we get an error for that one test case, it should actually pass. Maybe we can if error is not nil and c dot x equals 0, or c dot y equals 0. This signals that we are testing a case where we actually want the error. Can we pass this? Maybe we can. Is there a succeed or something like that? Maybe we just do skip. Row 52. Oh. How do we recover from that? Error is not equal to nil. This is probably bad practice, but I will have to think more about that one as well. Let's just get this working with 0 input for the new function. Invalid arguments for new. Could not create new world. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. We end here, and then I will think about these probably not okay idiomatic Go things we introduced here, and I will see you at a later point in time. Goodbye!